This is the weekly forecast for the week of 29th of May 2017. You will see I've used a new deck and only that deck, and it is the Dreams of Gaia deck or tarot by Raven Felon. You'll see I haven't separated the reading this week. It's one continuous reading and includes both your love as well as your general forecast reading in one reading. I felt compelled to do this, and when I drew the cards, you'll see why it all worked out exactly, of course, as it should. The first card is the Six of Fire, and the next one is the Ace of Fire. This card, the Six of Fire card in this particular deck, speaks about an impasse. You can actually see that the swords crossed over one another, opposing ideas, opposing worldviews, and almost that figure in the background, on one hand seems to be sort of pushing them on, cheering them on, and on another hand seems to be saying to them, wait, stop, think, listen. I think the beginning of the week is going to be a rocky start, as I said in the heading. You're going to find yourself coming to loggerheads or stalemate with somebody. You're not going to be seeing each other's point of view. This can be with two people. On another level, it can just be that you feel that way about life, as if you've just come to the point where you can't see the way forward. You can't seem to make decisions that take you forward. You seem to have reached a point of stalemate. Then what you're going to find is that, I'd say probably by Tuesday already, you get the Ace of Fire, which means take action. You're going to feel compelled to take action and take that action. For a while, put that stalemate aside, even if it is with somebody in particular, and take an action that you feel compelled to make in another direction, in a different direction. You'll see the next card you get is the King of Fire, and that says be lion-hearted about your action. So you're perhaps going to be pushed to take an action completely out of your comfort zone. I have a feeling that is what it's going to be, because that crone speaks about heading off in a direction of your own making, on your own, without, one doesn't want to say approval, but without people saying, yes, that's a brilliant idea, off you go, do that, I agree. You're going to find yourself heading down a path quite quietly on your own, but you're going to have to be lion-hearted about this. This can be where relationships are concerned as well. So this is applying to relationships, and it's applying to your general life or career life too. So even though the week starts out with you feeling like you cannot move, you cannot go forward, you're up against somebody or you're up against a situation which just is not giving way. By Tuesday, you're going to see an opening, and it's going to be an unusual opening, and you're probably going to have to be brave to take that break, to take that gap, to go for whatever it is. You'll see then you get the Sage, which means that even though you're taking that gap, you're heading down that path you don't know, without the backup of everybody around you, their approval, whatever it may be aware of the wisdom of choosing that path. What is the wise way to go about it? If you're aiming a particular product at somebody, know your audience. If you're taking a new tack on a project you're busy with, know who it is that you're aiming it at and use all the traditional ways of putting that together. If it's somebody that you've now finally decided you're going to sit down and have that talk with, get to know them particularly well so that you know how to approach them. Because then you get the Choice card, and that is saying that you have now come to the point where the choices you make now are going to manifest in the future, and pretty quickly. So be very aware of the choices you make now. Don't make them out of fear. Don't make them because you're running away. Don't make them because there just isn't any other choice. Make them with clarity and with intent and with purpose. And then you're going to be manifesting something beautiful in the future. Because those final two cards that you get is the Three of Water and the Two of Water. Interesting that you get consecutive cards in this reading as well. And that Three of Water says you will celebrate, you will rejoice, this will be successful. The outcome is going to be what you were looking for. And I think almost by the end of next week, you're going to start seeing manifestation of whichever direction you're headed in. It's going to be very quick. And that final card, the Two of Cups, beautiful card that. Now, if you reached an impasse with somebody, or you reached a stalemate with a person in particular, by the end of next week, You will have reached some reconciliation. You will have reached a point where the two of you may not see eye to eye, but you agree to disagree. Or if it's on a relationship level, you may actually meet somebody that there's a meeting of minds and hearts, this card says. So if you got to the point where you thought you're just never going to meet anybody that's going to stick around, that is really your type, that you're really going to sort of connect with, the end of next week you're going to. And this may not even be a person, although for some of you it's going to be. It can be a situation as well, where you felt a situation just wasn't gelling with you, you weren't getting it right, you weren't fixing it, you weren't getting it to work. Finally, it comes together. So it's a promising week. Starts off very rocky, as I said, but it's definitely going to end well. Now, if you would like to purchase the 2 soulmate guide cards from the deck Helga and I created, just a little clarification. This is a 12-card deck. When you purchase the deck, within that deck will be these 2 cards, as well as the cards that I select every week in June for the weekly readings. You just go through it until you find the 2 cards that show up and read the descriptions with it. They are perfectly on point every single week, as you can see, even with just the headings of these cards. So you actually then, when you purchase it for a very small fee, get the entire deck. It's a self-print deck, and the explanations of the cards, and they're perfect. They give you an extra layer, extra description. This way you support my channel, Helga's Artwork, and you get something beautiful in return. And then also, if you'd like to order my absolute favorites, I'm enjoying these so much. They're getting better and better. That is the soulmate readings. You can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com. You can book a reading via the website. You'll see all the details at the beginning of the video. I want to thank you for watching, listening, subscribing, liking, emailing, and also for purchasing the deck. Thank you very much.